Greetings folks, and I hope you're all happy and healthy wherever you are in collecting land and all geared up for Halloween. And welcome back to the channel for another Go Figure 1/6 scale news. But before we dive in, I'd like to send a huge shout out to everyone who supported the channel. And please drop a like and hype on this video as it helps other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, be sure to mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the 1/6 scale news, reviews, previews, showcases, tours, and all that other good stuff that we've got coming up. So, Go Figure News. This is only the second ever episode. A quick rundown on the format. We will take a look at the first looks. That's pictures that have just dropped into the wild. A look at the pre-orders and a look at some of the stuff that is shipping now. This is not an exhaustive list. This is just the stuff that's piqued Mr. Go Figure's interest and caught his eye. So without further ado, let's dive in. And our first look is at a Hot Toys figure, and it is their take on Tron Ares. Now, these aren't pre-order photos or anything like that, or promotional shots. I think these shots have been captured by a vlogger who stood outside one of Hot Toys outlets, possibly Secret Base or something like that. But yeah, what are they teasing us with? Well, it is Tron Ares, played by Jared Leto from the new movie. I haven't seen the movie, hands up, so I'm not sure. I'm getting mixed reviews. I'm hearing mixed things about the film itself. I'm a huge fan of Tron, the original Tron and Tron Legacy. Not because they are particularly groundbreaking. Well, they were. The initial film was groundbreaking, but not because they're Oscar winners or anything like that. They're just a great bit of sci-fi fun, and I thoroughly enjoy them. But yeah, Hot Toys have dropped this figure on us from the new movie, and it's looking very good indeed. Loving this suit, and I like the black and red color scheme that they've gone for in the new movie. Originally it was more white and blue, and then we looked in Tron Legacy it was black and blue, and now we're looking at black and red. But the proportions look right. Looks like they've captured Jared Leto, if it is actually meant to be Jared Leto. The suit itself looks really, really good. I am going to assume here that we are looking at a material underneath here, which is not dissimilar to the usual all-in-one suits that Hot Toys produce, with harder plastic armor plating on the outside. The proportions look right. As I say, love that color scheme. The detailing looks excellent. One of the first things that caught my eye was this, the iconic disc has become more of a triangle, more of a Superman triangle, and they've captured that really, really well. And also the light up features as well. You can probably see this wire in the background here, USB-C powered, and we've got light up features. Now, looking at this, I'm gonna say they're in the forearm, they're in the thigh area. Not so sure about this, these shoulder sections here, these armored shoulder sections, chest and abdomen. That could very well just be red paint, but time will tell when we get this thing in hand. He's clutching the sort of the staff weapon there, and overall the detailing looks excellent. Proportions look right, as I mentioned. The paint applications look really good. Screen accuracy looks on point. I've seen some trailers, I've seen some stills, and it's looking very good indeed. On to the next one. Now, not the best camera angle in the world here. Looks a little bit on the slim side, but I think that is just down to the camera angle. But we do see this this new disc, in inverted commas, in more detail, and the detailing on that looks really, really good. Another thing that caught my eye here was this base. Now, not the normal hexagon that we get from Hot Toys here. What they've done is, it looks like they're sort of speaking to the new shape for the disc by making the base the same shape, almost that pyramidal triangle shape, which I like. I think it works because it works together well with the new disc, and possibly light up feature in the base as well there. It looks to me like we could be getting a sort of replication of the light up disc in the base as well. That'd be fantastic to see. It says Tron on the front there, Tron Ares, obviously clutching that staff again, all the same pose. That helmet looks really good. Swap out hands and this other baton as well. Now, I am going to assume that this is the baton that produces the light cycle, which they grasp like that and then fall forward. And on the theme of a light cycle, it would be phenomenal to see Hot Toys give us a 1/6 scale light cycle from Tron Ares. They gave us one from Tron Legacy. I have one in the collection. There's a review for it up on the channel. I think it's a phenomenal piece. Really, really amazing. So it would be fantastic to see them give us a new light cycle. And check out the review for the Legacy light cycle. There's one on the channel. Phenomenal piece, as I said. But yeah, overall, proportions looking great. That suit looks screen accurate. And on to the next. Just 3 shots with this particular figure. Now we can see here, I'm going to hazard a guess that the light up features on the figure itself are just the forearm, the thigh and the shin area. Possibly that base, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comment section below if I am, but I think these are just red paint, this detailing on the suit itself, but that staff weapon looks great. Proportions, as I mentioned, look fantastic. Not sure if we're looking at a split cut boot design here. It would be nice to see to get those dynamic poses, but overall, I'm liking the look of this, and I can see Mr. Go Figure going all in, regardless of the quality of the film itself. So yeah, that's our first look at Tron Ares. What's next in first looks? Well, this is an interesting one. Now, only a couple of shots of this, and I think they're both the same photograph that's been augmented, but we'll get to that. This is Tom Cruise from the sci-fi actioner Edge of Tomorrow. Now, those of you who haven't seen this movie, it's getting on a little bit now, but it's a cracking little science fiction film. And if you haven't seen it, I do suggest going out and seeking it out. Now, I don't know which company have given us this photo. Now, whether Mr. Go Figure is falling foul of somebody's AI imagination, or whether this is a real thing. If you have any information on this, please drop a comment in the comment section below. I'll be fascinated to hear. I do know that a company called, I think it's Scarletta Studios or Scarletta, did tease some figures from Edge of Tomorrow a number of years ago, but that turned out to be a little bit of a con, shall we say, or it had a whiff of a con, and these figures never materialized. So it'd be interesting to see if this is genuine and which company is making it. So if you do know, as I say, please let me know. But from the one photo that we've gotten, it's just 2 photos. I think this is the original photo, and I think this one has just been brightened by whoever managed to locate it to give us a look at the details there. But this endoskeleton looks phenomenal, and those of you who know the movie will know that this goes into battle with him. It's comical to see him learn how to use it, and then fantastic to see him battling the alien invasion wearing it. But the detailing looks great, the screen accuracy looks on point. Whoever produced this photo seems to have gone to some lengths to keep that head sculpt in shadow there, but it's looking to me like it's pretty good. But overall, proportions look great, screen accuracy looks on point, and it would be phenomenal to see this figure actually materialize. So I'm fingers crossed here that this isn't just somebody mucking about with us. So yeah, that's and that's the original shot, obviously. So that's your first looks. Let's move on to pre-orders. So Hot Toys have dropped another Star Wars figure on us, but this one is the Obi-Wan, the Mustafa Obi-Wan, which they are calling their artisan piece, but we'll get to that in a minute. And this is a companion piece, I think, to go with their Anakin from Revenge of the Sith that went up for pre-order recently. And straight away, I'm liking this a lot. Now, regulars to the channel will know I am not a huge Star Wars collector. I have a few figures from my favorite ever Star Wars movie, The Empire Strikes Back, but I've not jumped into that rabbit hole 100% because it is a huge rabbit hole, especially Hot Toys and their Star Wars figures, and yeah, it could get out of hand. But what piqued my interest on this is the same as the Anakin Mustafa, is the base more than anything else. The figure itself does look phenomenal. I can't get away from that. The weathering looks screen accurate. The proportions are right. That head sculpt looks very good. He's clutching the lightsaber here. Usual story here. Hot Toys, please do something about your lightsabers. You're playing straight into the hands of custom manufacturers here. We need a better quality lightsaber, brighter and more accurate shape, but that's enough of that niggle. But the outfit looks suitably weathered and on point. The screen accuracy looks there, and we're getting our first look at this base. Let's zip on to the next one. we've got a pose going on here. We can see that suit in all its glory. And yeah, Hot Toys have been doing Star Wars figures since I was this big, so they should be getting it right. Boots look the right color, nicely weathered, liking that pose, and overall, yeah, looking very, very good. Lots of photos dropped on us here by Hot Toys. Yet another one of another action pose there. Overall, very, very good. Let's see if we can't get to some shots of that head sculpt, because there's a little bit of a thing going on with this head sculpt. But yeah, posability, articulation looks great. The suit looks screen accurate, and yeah, we've got him with the two finger pose there on that diorama base that we will get to. Another one here. Yeah, let's talk about this diorama. It looks phenomenal. Now, the Anakin Mustafa had one of the floating pads, and they seem to have gone all in here with a huge diorama display here to replicate one of the larger ones. I'm all in with this. I think it's a great idea, especially considering the quality of their battle damage Vader diorama base that they gave us recently. But the paint applications look great on there. It looks very sizable. Looks like it's supported by 3 clear plastic poles going on underneath there. Be nice to see a tilting mechanism like the battle damage Vader. That would really set it off. But yeah, paintwork, sculpt, all looks excellent. Another one of him holding his hand out there. Let's zip on. We're getting closer to that head sculpt. Yet another one there. I'm assuming we've got the purse system here. Yeah, now close up on this head sculpt. I have heard, and I can't proffer an opinion on this one because I don't have the Obi-Wan from the Disney Kenobi TV show, but I've heard it said that this is it's the same sculpt. Yeah, it's just a recast of the same sculpt with different hair. If you know different, or if that is correct, please let me know in the comment section below. I will be fascinated to hear. I know Hot Toys aren't above repurposing, shall we say, in a lot of different departments, from head sculpts to accessories and bases and so on. But yeah, let me know. Is this a new head sculpt, or is it simply an old one being reused? But obviously, we've got the purse system going on there, which is great to see. Eyes are nice and glassy, the right color. The beard looks great. Skin tones and textures are excellent, and yeah, unmistakably Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. What I mentioned before about the artisan hair is that this isn't full hair, which is odd. I mean, Hot Toys are creating something new here. Is it fully artisan? Is it half artisan? I don't know, but apparently this section of fringe at the front here and just around the ears is the rooted hair, but the rest of it is sculpted plastic. So yeah, interesting route that Hot Toys have gone here. Mixing both sculpted hair and real hair. They did that to a certain extent in the Jack Sparrow. I know they have done it before, so it'd be interesting to see how it works, but it looks great there. The colour looks right, the style looks right with that fringe falling forward. Get a close-up look at it there. Obviously the purse system with the eyes moving, and it seems to work. It looks very, very effective. On to the next shot. Now this is what really caught my eye, is this is a huge diorama base. It looks like there's space for 2 figures on there. They've got him posed here with the Anakin, the Revenge of the Sith Anakin, and I just think it looks fantastic. It works really well. You can see those 3 support poles that we mentioned before at the bottom there, and it looks like it fits into a suitable lava style base section, and then you've got this this floating pad on top here. The detailing looks great, the sculpt looks fantastic. Not sure whether it will tilt on there. That all depends on these support poles, but yeah, loving the size of it, loving the screen accuracy and the sculpt and paint applications, and the fact that you can fit both of them on there and have this lightsaber duel is just the icing on the cake. So yeah, and they paired him up there with the Anakin. Anakin here on his base that he comes with, another one of those floating pads. But overall, yeah, I think it'll make for a fantastic diorama with them both included. And they just work well together. We've got them clashing lightsabers on that diorama base there. Once again here we've got the Anakin stepping off his base onto Obi-Wan's. yeah, it looks like a lot of fun could be had posing these two together. The close up on the head sculpt once again, obviously PERS system. We've come to expect that now with pretty much all of Hot Toys releases, very, very good head sculpt with the implanted wool material fringe. But let me know in the comment section below, as I mentioned, is that a repurposed head sculpt? And a couple of shots of that base there with this fold down section at the on the side there, which is going to give you more options, I think, for those dynamic battle sequences if you're going to be using both of them there. Or is that fold down, or is that just the front? I think it's the angle here. I think this is static actually. This what looks like some kind of control mechanism for the pad itself. So finally the all shot, as we always get. You've got swooshy blade effect, you've got PERS system, you've got everything that comes as standard with Hot Toys. And I think this is looking like a cracking figure for any Star Wars fan. So on to the next pre-order. What have we got next? It's another Iron Man figure. Star Wars and Marvel are, how can I put this? They're Hot Toys staple, aren't they? Do we need another Iron Man figure? I don't know. There must be thousands out there from Hot Toys by now. The reason why this one caught my interest though is because I am a huge fan of the original 50s look, the original 60s comic books, 60s, 70s comic books. I grew up on these things, and I really do like this look for Iron Man. What we've got here is, I am assuming, is a chrome suit. I only have the one Iron Man in my collection. You can probably see him over there, much to my shame. But this one, as I said, did catch my eye. Loving the super high gloss chrome paint applications on the suit here. Die cast, so he's going to have heft to him. Hot Toys have been doing this forever, so they know how to put these things together. They are a feat of engineering. Whether you're an Iron Man fan or you're not an Iron Man fan, you can't help but be wowed by picking up an Iron Man figure and having it in hand. Just the sheer feat of engineering going on there is worthy of a doffed cap. But yeah, the detail looks phenomenal. I am assuming this is a lighting here because I believe this is an all chrome version. So we've got some blue light bouncing off here, but that's down to the lighting. And we've got that original comic book head sculpt, which I think looks superb. Lots of photos to zip through here, so we won't spend too long on them. Light up features, which I'm going to assume are the arc reactors, somewhere on the legs and the arms as well. Let's see if we can't see the base yet. There's the base now. Pretty certain that's a repurposed base. And has been used a few times, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we know Hot Toys aren't adverse to repurposing, as we mentioned before, but yeah, USB-C light-up feature by the looks of it. Looks like we've got light-up features in the thigh area and the chest area, and possibly the shoulder as well there. And obviously the repulsors in the palms as well. And I'm loving that old school Iron Man mask helmet. This was my first ever. This shaped helmet was my first ever introduction to Iron Man, and I still love it today. It takes me back to my childhood a long time ago. On to the next. A close-up here. Yeah, that head sculpt is looking phenomenal. I'm assuming that's going to be sculpted hair. The face looks great. Loving the suit itself. And a close-up on that head sculpt. Steely blue eyes, which are comic book accurate. Loving the skin tones and textures. The pencil moustache, the goatee beard. The long fringe and the hair, all nailed on, and that partial mask partial helmet underneath the main body of the helmet looks great as well. And this is a look that is iconic to me from my childhood. On to the next. We've got an all shot there. Yeah, repulsors are lit. The chest area is lit. On to the next one. And yeah, we're going to get lots of different poses here from Hot Toys. On to the next. This is with the full helmet. Liking that look a lot. And it obviously is all chrome here, and it's the light playing off it that's giving it that blue look. Another pose here. Yeah, detailing on point. Action pose, and surprisingly flexible, as anyone who's ever owned a Hot Toys Iron Man figure will testify to. How you get a figure this heavy made out of metal to articulate this well is beyond me. Just quality engineering. I'm loving that head sculpt and the super shiny chrome finish. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we're getting into a lot of samey shots now. Light up features here. Yeah, light up features on the backs of the legs, on the ankles, chest as we mentioned before. Eyes light up, obligatory. Looks like we're getting some around the back of the gauntlets, on the armor, and at the hips there as well. So yeah, that is Hot Toys Superior Iron Man up for pre-order now. What else have we got? Well, that's it for the pre-orders. Let's zip on over to what's actually shipping now. So what's next in shipping now? And we've got plenty more of these. Oh, we've got the all shot at the end there as well. Oh, before we go to shipping now, opinions. This metal card, is this a gimmick? Is this something that you're interested in? It's flying over Mr. Go Figure's head. It's not a thing for me, but what are your thoughts on it? So onto shipping now, and the first one in the shipping now category is Inart's take on Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. Now I'm going to hold my hands up here as well. I am not a huge collector of Lord of the Rings. I don't have a single Lord of the Rings 1/6 scale figure in my collection. None of the Inart figures, none of the figures from other companies. It just never quite got there for me. I was always more of a Dune person. But what piqued my interest in this is just how imposing this is. I know we've had a raft of other Legolas and Aragorn and all the others from Inart, but this one is shipping now, and it was just the sheer presence of this thing that got it a mention in the news. Obviously, it is coming with a 6 scale horse, his steed, and the whole thing just looks incredible. You've got this diorama base going on. As always with Inart, they are they're subtle with their diorama bases. They're not in your face. There's not a vast amount going on there, but what it does do is it plays against the figure. It doesn't take anything away from the figure, but it still looks very, very subtle and classy. So you've got this sort of battlement type base going on. This incredible 6 scale horse, and obviously Nazgul on the back there. Lighting is very dimmed on these photos, so picking up the detail isn't the easiest thing in the world, but I just think this thing is so imposing. You've got Nazgul on the back there with the hood. You obviously can't see the face, clutching the sword. Onto the next one, we've got a side view of him there. Looks like that horse is going to have real or artificial hair in the tail there. As I say, lighting isn't lending itself to picking up too much of the details, but we will soldier on. And it's a very simple look, this one, so it's about getting those details right here with Inart. It's that cowled look. There's battle damage and weathering around the bottom of there as well, which is suitably screen accurate. The hands look very good. I'm assuming we're going to be getting metal swords here. I'm not sure whether Inart do metal blades with their Lord of the Rings figures. Let me know in the comment section below. I think they do. Could be wrong though. But yeah, overall, simple figure, but it's all about getting those details right. We've got a front-on shot of him clutching the sword. That hood, that cowl, the whole thing looks like it falls really well. I'm going to assume that the sleeves here are wired because of the way this is flowing off to the left-hand side. Yeah, and once again, there's only so many shots you can take of this figure, but it's to me this is about having him on that horse. Cracking shot, that one, suitably ominous. Another one there, the hands look right. We've got the sword here, which looks really, really well weathered. Liking that a lot, because the weathering here is going to be vital to the authenticity of this particular figure. And we get our first look at this horse on the base. Wow. I've seen a few 1/6 scale horses in my time, although I don't own any in the collection. This looks like it could be up there with one of the best. Muscularity in that horse, the colour, that deep chestnut, the bridle looks excellent, as does the saddle. Picking up some of the detailing here in that saddle, there's that design, that emblem in the chest area of the bridle itself. Bridle looks really, really nicely done. Seeing it up close around the mouth area, and you've got those deep reds in the mouth there. The buckles look really good. I'm hoping this is going to be leather and not some PU material. We're also seeing that cowl on the horse there and the armour on the nose section as well. Just looking really, really good, as we come to expect from Inart. We've got battle damage on the horse itself. There are cuts in the flesh there, which look really good. You've got that sort of weathered and tattered cover underneath the saddle, and all looking authentic and all looking really well weathered. I'll let the picture speak for itself there. That is stunning, it really is. That whole armour section on the horse's head there, painted to look like metal, I'm going to assume it's plastic, with the complex bridle work going on around the head there, and then the hood underneath and those deep red eyes. That is going to look very impressive if you pick that up and put it in your display. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, I think this is going to be a no-brainer. Yeah, here we have him with the base, with the swap-out hands and the swords. It really is the horse, I think, that's going to make this piece. We've got some swap-out legs as well here. I'm assuming this is for when he's seated on the horse, so you can have those bent legs rather than putting constant pressure on one individual pair of legs. I'm looking closely at those. Yeah, they do look like swap-out legs to me, but let me know in the comment section below, and on armour sections that are swappable as well. And a close-up of that sword and the wonderful detailing on that armour underneath there. The weathering looks great. You've got silver dry brushing on the edges of that lead armour. Just looks great. Yeah, but as I say, chef's kiss to Inart here for the work that they're doing. So on to the next, and next up in our pre-order, well, not pre-orders, this is shipping now, is a Mars Toys take on Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. Unofficial, obviously, this one, so he's called Doc Time. Now, I am hearing really, really good things about this one. Once again, I'm not a huge Back to the Future collector, but I featured this one simply because I've seen the head sculpt from the Hot Toys version alongside the Mars Toys version, and I've got to say, I think the Mars Toys version is far superior. Let me know what you think if you've got this figure, if you've got both of them. I am a huge fan of Mars Toys, but my focus in the collection has been on the on their Batman figures. We've got everything from Alfred from '89 to the Riddler and the Joker from '66. All of those Mars Toys figures and many more have been reviewed on the channel, so check out the homepage. And I think Mars Toys do phenomenal work in the Batman universe, especially for a third party. And this one doesn't look like it's missing either. And as I say, I'm hearing some phenomenal things about it. The Christopher Lloyd head sculpt looks really, really good. I haven't seen a bad head sculpt from Mars Toys. You've got the hat on there, you've got the jacket and the shirt there, all look screen accurate. Loving the expression that Mars Toys have gone for there. It's a sort of, I wouldn't say vacant, but slightly, how can I put this? Slightly bemused look. Yeah, it is looking absolutely excellent. T-shirt underneath there. Let's zip on to the next shot. Yeah, we get a full view of that shirt there. Very nice. You've got those sort of cargo style pants going on. Stitch work looks excellent. Watch on the wrist. And obviously you've got two swap out head sculpts here. So you've got the bemused look and you've got this more stern look. But both of the head sculpts look phenomenal. The hair looks great. They've got the style just right. That unique look of Christopher Lloyd's face. I don't think anyone's quite got a face like Christopher Lloyd. I mean, that mouth dipping in the corners there, but the skin tones and textures look great. Absolutely on point. Accessories here as well. Scale and proportions, all absolutely bang on as far as I can tell. So yeah, that is shipping at the moment. That is Mars Toys' take on Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. And very good it looks too. If I were a Back to the Future collector, I think I would be tempted to pick this guy up. So finally, what have we got in oh, sorry, nearly missed the all shot there. Everybody seems to do one these days. So what have we got? We've got, pre-order bonus, closed mouth. Yeah, so that it looks like that swap out head sculpt might very well be a bonus feature with that comes with pre-orders. It's saying pre-order bonus closed mouth with hat expression. I really don't know what that means. I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming it's this one in the center here. I'm assuming then that they've applied the hat is non-removable maybe, and that they have stuck the hat on the closed mouth head sculpt, which is this one on the right. Not sure what that means. It's a little confusing. Let me know if you pick this figure up. But yeah, you get all manner of accessories going on here, swap out hands, and it just looks like another quality figure from Mars Toys, who can't seem to put a foot wrong. So finally, what else have we got in the shipping now? It is Kaustic Plastik's Phantom of the Opera. Now, I haven't screen grabbed these shots from pre-order stills or anything like that. So these are actually shots from the review that I did for this figure that's currently up on the channel. It only went up a day or two ago, so please check it out. So rather than use the promotional stuff, these are some stills I took for the review video itself. It's shipping now after a massive wait, all kinds of issues with tariffs and so on. It's finally landing on us. This is a web exclusive edition. There is a full review for it, as I mentioned. Please check it out. I'll drop a link to that particular review at the end of this video. And I've got to say, I can't give objective views on this because I've got it in hand. It is absolutely stunning. Possible figure of the year, an amazing piece. It comes with a huge diorama base. As you can see here, it has the organ, it has this paving slab of a base that everything sits on. The detailing, the accessories, you get everything from a pewter urn vase on top of the organ itself, to seating for the organ, to a music stand and book and violin. I could go on, swap out hands. It is a phenomenal piece. The screen accuracy, as you can see from these shots here, is just second to none. Kaustic Plastik have hit a home run with this one. And it really is an amazing piece. So if you are a fan of classic horror, if you're a fan of Lon Chaney, if you are just a fan of 1/6 scale figures or Kaustic Plastik, I can't recommend this piece enough. And it is shipping now, so it may still be possible to bag this guy in the wild. But as you can see here from some of the photos I've taken, there isn't a bad angle on this guy. The head sculpt itself, superb. Skin tones, textures, paint applications, the quality of the materials used in the outfit, the stitch work, everything is nailed on. You know, Kaustic Plastik are just past masters there at making figures that I want in my collection, and this is absolutely a stunning piece of work. And you can see him sat there at the organ, and it's a heavy piece, this exceptionally heavy, so and very, very big. You're going to need space. You're going to need some serious acreage in your display for this guy. He ain't going to fit in a D12, and he weighs a ton. But trust me, it's worth the effort picking this figure up. It's nothing short of phenomenal. So there you have it, folks. That's the last of the shipping now, and it's Kaustic Plastik's Phantom of the Opera. So there you have it. That's the roundup of the news from Chateau Go figure. I hope you've enjoyed it. What is coming up that you are pre-ordering? What are you looking forward to? What are you holding out for? What's on your list? What's on your wish list? Please drop a comment in the comment section. But I'd be fascinated to hear what you're picking up, what you're avoiding, and what you're on the fence about. And as I mentioned at the top there, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you're not missing any of the other good stuff coming up on the channel. And I suppose all it remains for me to say is a massive thank you for watching, as always. And until next time on the channel, take care of yourselves and happy collecting.